Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of XAM Talk. It's me, Xan, and I'm here with Cam today.
As always,
Well, besides the last episode, but
that's true.
that is true. I said well, when me and Sheena recorded that, it wasn't meant to be an episode of the podcast. I just took it. I'm like, I'm gonna put this out because it's pretty good. Cause
Mm.
she's doing a live stream, as some people might know if you listened to or saw the podcast. And I just took it and I ran with it. But yeah, that's that. Well, Cam, what topic are we talking about today?
All right, so today we're going to be talking about preference and
Yes.
whether or not it's a good thing. Uh, this is definitely an interesting topic, in my opinion, because, you know, preference plays a lot into all of our dating lives, but it's also a controversial topic. If you have a preference, you can get canceled for it. That's how controversial it is. And I think we're going to have some pretty interesting stuff to talk about today, but we'll just have to wait and see.
This is true. I mean, honestly, yeah, you can get canceled for it, which is kind of
It's
it's
crazy.
kind of a weird thing. It's kind of a tricky situation, but we're gonna try to make it work out. But before we get to that, I have several things that I need to talk about because, again, so much of my life it just has decided to happen in the past 2 months, and nothing else has happened to me all year, and I don't even know where to begin. If I'm being quite honest,
Oh no.
I've told you this stuff already, but like you didn't reply to the texts, so this may or may not be
Oh.
new information. So, well, a couple days after I posted the podcast last week, I got kicked out of Sheena's Discord
Mm.
because all the mods decided that I was unfit to be a mod. All because I took a girl's side in she was saying a dude in the server sent her a dick pic, right?
Mm.
And I took her side, and apparently I deserved being punished for taking her side. So they stripped me of being a
Makes no
mod.
sense.
They stripped me of being a mod, and I left the server.
Good. That's weird.
It is.
Shouldn't have been demoted for that. That's stupid. But
It's very stupid.
hey,
I mean, you're a mod in her server, and I'm not. Crazy world.
what? That's crazy to think, especially because I'm not even active in that
Exactly.
server.
I think you sent like 3 messages.
And
Like
yeah, the
that's
three were like, yeah, I think the three messages I sent were like trolling or something. I can't
yeah, something along those
remember.
lines.
Yeah,
It's nuts. It's nuts to think about.
sure is.
Like, there's this one dude, Robbie, who I just can't stand. He's basically like a womanizer, and he was organizing this whole thing. He wrote an entire article about why I should not be a mod, and like he posted it, and like it has my name on it. If you look up my name online, you can find it, which is not good at all. Like,
This dude, bro, that's crazy. It's on the internet for everyone to see.
yep,
So it's not even just drama within the Discord server. It's gotten outside of the server because someone can find that and be like, "Whoa,
I know that's not good. I mean, at least
yeah,
he
it's
doesn't know
not."
my last name, but
Yeah, true, true.
that's not good. And like the thing about it is I was only there for Sheena. I don't care about any of these other people, and they're all coming for me in there. And it's just like, oh well. I mean, you lost
I mean,
me.
you have your own server, I think. So
Yeah, I do.
I mean, if she's just in that server, that's enough. But I think she's probably going to be more active in her server. So
This is true.
yeah,
And
I see
then,
the problem.
well, I was talking to her about it, and she left my server because she's like, oh, I left a bunch of people's servers because of that incident. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Like, there's nobody else was really involved. I mean, I don't know. And then she kicked her best friend out of the server too. Like, it's such a weird situation because her best friend was trying to defend me or whatever. I don't even know. I don't even know.
I'm just as lost as you are.
Like
That's
I'm
crazy.
I'm done with these people. And like this man Robbie, if I ever saw him on the streets, it's on site. It's on site. I'm coming for him. I'm throwing every punch I
Yeah,
got.
there's a lot of people on Discord that you probably have an issue with
Oh
because
yeah.
you have an issue with them on Discord. So saw them in person. Oh man,
Well, I know what he looks like. I'm telling you, this dude's a
even
womanizer,
better.
and that's the problem I have.
Does he look like one?
Yeah. Like he sleeps with a new woman every week, and then like he starts going off with them and saying they're insane every time after he's done with them, and it's just like, that's kind of an issue, and nobody else seems to care, but I cared.
Hmm.
I called him out on it. He's like, your insults don't hurt me. Well, buddy, I'll tell you, if I get in a fist fight with
I
you,
mean, clearly they do. You wrote a article about you, so
yeah,
clearly they do.
yeah, that is an issue.
Yeah,
And
yeah. You
let's
should
see. Oh, I got other
avoid.
stuff too. There's this girl at work.
All right.
I hope she doesn't see this or hear this. I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm like the only one that vouches for her and like thinks she's doing good. Um, but yeah, she just started randomly following me around, and I don't know how to feel.
What was she doing when she was following you around? She was just talking to you?
Like, yeah, either that or she's just in silence and she's just still following me.
Oh, it's
Like,
weird. Okay.
I work in a grocery store deli. She works either up front or bakery, and she's leaving bakery because she doesn't like it there. But yeah, she's just following me around. Now I don't
I
got.
mean, did you ask her? Did you ask her why? Like,
I did
what's
not.
up? Like,
I did
why?
not. I wasn't gonna go there, to be honest. And like, I don't know. People think that she likes me. People think that I like her, but I don't even know how to feel about her. As I already told you that. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I like her if I don't. I just don't know why. And I've never had that feeling. Like, I always definitely knew if I like somebody or not.
Right. Yeah.
But for just some reason, I just don't.
If you can't like imagine yourself, like if you don't have that feeling right now, then it probably isn't a feeling you're gonna have. I mean, because that's something that would come pretty quickly. But I don't know. I mean, sometimes it develops over time. There are people I had no interest in. And I knew them like briefly, but then just suddenly I had interest in them. Like, it just kind of happens sometimes. But I don't know.
Yeah, you got a good point.
I
But
mean,
like,
did you say she was your type? And it's funny we're
yeah,
talking
I'd
about that because
say
we're talking
I'd say
about
that she would be.
yeah.
Yeah. And like I
Hmm.
said, that's the weird part. I never had like this type of feeling against somebody. Like I just wasn't sure, and that could be a good thing, but I don't know
Hmm.
because I know for like paper towel and Christmas ribbon, I just knew, right off the bat. I'm like, I like this person, and then I'm gonna try to pursue it, and then when it comes to this person, I'm just like I don't know how I feel. I just don't. Like, no matter what interaction we have, it's just not. It doesn't convince me.
Hmm.
I've gone out of my way to just talk to her, and I just still don't know. I mean, I don't know. And that's like the only tricky part I have right now. It's just I'm just sitting there on like a ledge, and like, which way am I gonna fall? I need to fall one direction because I want to know where I'm going.
Yep,
But who knows?
man.
Okay, and then my last piece of stuff to say before we finally get to the topic. We're already 10 minutes in, and we haven't even discussed it yet.
Oh wow.
I feel like this always gets like this. We have a topic, then I have stuff happen to me, and then we talk about that for 10 minutes, and then we finally get to it. But
But you know what? That makes it interesting, and that makes the episodes longer. So
that is
it
true.
it works. It
That
works
is
out.
true. But yesterday I got my first shot of the COVID vaccine. Um, my arm is killing me. I gotta say that. It
Wait,
hurts.
which vaccine did you get?
I got Pfizer.
Pfizer. Yeah, me too.
When did you get yours?
Actually, I got mine a long time ago.
Uh,
But I remember when I got mine, bro. It hurt at first, but I wasn't tired. Unlike everyone else, I didn't feel bad. I actually felt better after I got the shot. I don't really know how to explain how I felt better. I I was like energized. I don't know why, but yeah,
That's
I don't know.
good.
I didn't have a problem with the shot, and honestly, it didn't hurt too bad. Like my arm was sore for a bit, but it didn't hurt. Like
Oh, my
besides
my
that,
arm's killing me. Like
uh,
if I even dare
it's gonna
just
last for a bit.
yeah, I got it yesterday at like 2 and it's been 25 hours now.
Hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, if my shirt even rubs on it, it hurts.
Ooh,
So it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And like, yeah,
yikes.
I got yesterday and today off, so I'm just like, all right, I'll get it. I got the first one yesterday, and then I get my next one on the 8th. And I'm off the 8th, but
Hmm.
I'm not off the 9th, so that could be an issue.
Ooh. Well, actually, when it comes to the second shot, it doesn't even hurt that bad. Like as the first one. In fact, I remember the first shot more than the second shot. So
Yeah, but there's people that say the second's worse, and then there's some say that the first
really,
is worse. I mean, I don't know.
yeah, I guess it just depends. To be honest,
Yeah,
I mean, shoot, look at the way I reacted and compared to how most people reacted to the shot. So yeah, it really depends on you.
this is true. I know my dad got it, and he said he was sore for a couple hours, and that was it. And then he said the second one
Hmm.
he was just a little bit tired. So I'm already doing worse than he did because I've been sore since 2 hours after I got it. So I've been
Hmm.
sore since about 4:30 yesterday. So I mean I don't know.
Did he get Pfizer too?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's the only one I really trust.
Yeah, honestly, Pfizer seems like the best one. I know some people got Johnson and Johnson, and that one.
That one's
I
the worst
mean,
one.
yeah, it knocked my parents out. Um, but yeah,
Well,
I don't really know too much about the vaccine stuff. I'm vaccinated, so that's all I know.
yeah, I did a little bit of research on it because I just wanted to get everything straight. I wish I
Right.
got it. I wish I got it a couple months ago, to be honest. But it is what it
Mm.
is. But now let's get on with our topic finally. After 12 and a half minutes, we're gonna finally get on this topic. Is it good to
It's
have
gonna be
preference?
good though.
Is it good to have
All
preference?
right. So my answer to that is, I would say it's not necessarily bad or good. Uh, I just think that, but well, you know what? I think you should know what you want, right? So it's not bad to know what you want.
That's true.
But I think the question like kind of comes in like, is it bad to, prefer someone who looks this way instead of that way? And I don't think it is. I mean, we're all allowed to have our own opinions. Um, and it's better to be with someone you're attracted to physically and mentally. Um, so you can't kind of force yourself to be attracted to someone. If you're not attracted to someone, then you're not. So
That is true. That is true. And here's the thing. Okay, so my answer to this is it good to have a preference? I'm gonna say just straight up yes. But there's a
mm,
big but there. If you if you think that any type of person is like inferior because they're not what you're looking for,
oh no.
that's where the problem is.
Yeah, see, that's just borderline racism. It may
That
not
is
be as
true.
obvious, but that's basically what that's running into. So if that's your reason for not being with somebody, then it's not okay.
That's why
But
there's such an issue with this topic. It's because of racism.
yeah, because
Because
you'll hear people say stuff like, I prefer, light skinned women or dark skinned women. That's mainly what I hear between. And they'll say, well, light skinned women, they're this and that. Dark skinned women, they're this and that. It basically downgrades another, skin color just to lift up another one.
this is
That's what
true.
their preference kind of comes off as. And that's not really preference. That's just, again, that's borderline racism.
Yeah. I mean, hey, I like light skinned women. Nothing against dark skinned women,
Yeah.
but I'm just not. I just don't feel
Can't
like
help it though.
I can sometimes feel an attraction, but it's less likely.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that's just how I feel. I don't know why, but I don't know. there's if you can say in your mind that there's a race that you just aren't attracted to, I feel like that's kind of a problem. Like, and I think in
Mm,
some sort of way you are attracted to like every race a little bit. At least in my mind, I know I am.
mm. Yeah, it's funny because my preferences change drastically from just over the years. Like there was a time where I didn't prefer one race at all, and now I mean, now me personally, I'm open to all. But there was a time where I wasn't, so it just, I don't know. But it just depends on why you're not open to that race. You know, if you're not open to it because you think they're like disgusting, you know, that's again that's wrong. But if you're just not open to them because you just don't find them attractive, then that's cool.
I mean, yeah,
That's normal. Like,
that's how
yeah.
I feel about it. That's how a lot of people should feel about that. And like, well,
Mm,
your preference used to be like you like brunettes.
mm.
Like I forget how long ago this was, but I remember you and me talking about it. Like, hey, we both like brunettes.
Oh yeah, I don't care for blondes like at all.
Yeah, I only ever. Well, I can't say I only ever cared for one because I liked one and I dated the other. But I wish I never dated the one, and I wish I dated the one that I liked. But yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
I don't feel a thing for blondes anymore. But Hispanics, oh yeah,
Ooh, Hispanic, bro.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
that's for me. You both relate like strongly. Like that's
that. Yep.
man. But it's unfortunate because a lot of Hispanics they stay within their race, and it's not that they're racist because they'll be cool with all races, but it's just they kind of prefer to stay within their own race. Um,
This is true.
because I actually experienced that. There was you were actually aware of this girl. It was the probably the only Hispanic girl that I talked to and that you know of. But yeah, she pretty much the reason why we never like worked out is because she was only interested in Hispanic dudes, and that's something that she never said it directly, but she made it very clear. Like every dude she went for was Hispanic. When I showed her me, she wasn't interested. She never showed any interest in any, other races. So I just think she was only interested in, yeah,
I mean, hey, that is her preference, and as I
yeah, that's her
discussed,
preference.
can be a good thing. But I
Mm.
mean, hey, we know some pretty good ones. I mean, not gonna
Mm.
lie, I think we know some of the best. But
Yeah,
I mean, we can also branch it out to Latinas in general, and some Latinas are white.
yeah,
So I mean, there's
that
no,
is true. That's another thing.
yeah,
That's another thing that has to be considered with all this, right? So let's say you like black girls, right? Then you have to, kind of differentiate. Like, there's light skins, there's dark skins, there's really light skin, there's kind of tannish light skins, and then there's, brown skin, and then just straight up dark skin. So stuff like that, like it just all depends. And so it's again, preference is more about just, what comes off attracted to you. But if something's not attracted to you because you have this like view about it, like, some like stereotype about it basically, then that's wrong. So it's well, I mean, I guess you could look at it this way too. Like, some people wouldn't like date a girl who's in a wheelchair, for example, right? That's actually a lot of people probably wouldn't. I don't really know too many people who would. But stuff like that, right? It's not necessarily like you have a problem with people in a wheelchair. You just don't think it's the best fit for you. So
yeah.
when
I
it comes to
mean,
stuff like that, like when we're talking about stuff like that, like let's talk about that kind of preference, right?
yeah.
Uh, because obviously race is the more common one, but then you have really complicated examples like if someone's in a wheelchair, or let's say you're with someone, right, and they were in a wheelchair. Do you think you could still be with them?
I mean, are you talking permanently in it or what?
Uh, I would say yeah, permanently.
I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me. That's not something I would say that matters to me, but that I don't know.
But see, something that's interesting too, right? If they were in a wheelchair when you met them, would you be interested in them? But there's obviously the example, right, where you're with that person and then suddenly they're in a wheelchair and it's like you would still be with them. But it's weird because if you originally met them and they were in a wheelchair, you probably wouldn't have, had an interest in them. So it's just weird how preferences even work. It seems like something that always changes. I think that's the difference between a preference and just being straight up, you know, I guess racist or like ableist. I think that's the word for it.
Yeah, that would be ableist, I guess.
Yeah, you just kind of like one like kind of develops over time, and the other one is just like a stereotype. So I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I have some preferences that you know I feel bad about, but like I have
right, yeah,
like if you're I don't really want to like be with somebody who's not in shape. You know, I
yeah,
feel
right,
bad
yeah.
about that, like I truly do. But that's just how I operate. That's just how I work.
And see, that obviously be another controversial one, but also, you have it goes both ways. Like there's girls who don't want to be with dudes who are on the chubbier side, and some don't even like a dude who's like they prefer skinny guys. And then like there's dudes who prefer skinny girls, thick women. Just it just all depends. But again, like it's something that I don't think it's bad to have a preference. You shouldn't be mad at someone for having a preference, right? Because it's not really to downgrade any of the other ways that people could look. It's just that's just what you like. So if that's how if that's what you're interested in, then that's what you're interested in. You can't force yourself to like someone just because it's, I don't know, I guess socially correct. I don't, or whatever the term is for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel bad about like wanting like somebody to be like skinny or fit, but that's just the way
Yeah, I
I
get that.
operate. Like,
Right, exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I can't fix that. Like, I can't. I'm sorry. It's
Right, but
just
and I hate to say this, but they can fix their weight, and that might be controversial to say, because
yeah.
it comes off rude, but it's true though. They can. So it's like I don't know. I don't think it's like a problem to have like a preference like that. It's
I'm really jealous of the people who like don't care like what somebody looks like.
Yeah, I don't know how some people are like that, but well, do you think it's really possible for a person to not have like any care for what someone looks like? They can really be with anybody.
I think it's 100% possible. I just think
It's possible.
I think that they really open up their mind and they're just like, oh yeah. I mean, I wish I could achieve that, but as I've stated, I can't. I wish I could, but I can't.
Well, see, with me, I'm actually really open to like everything, but like I still have strong preferences too.
Yeah.
Like there's things like I really prefer, and there's things that I don't really mind. But I don't know. It's weird. I'm really open, but at the same time, I could be closed minded. I don't know.
Yeah. Like there's this one disorder that gives you tics. I don't remember what it's called.
Oh,
I
oh
can,
snap! I can't remember either.
yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but I know Elizabeth has it. And
She does?
yeah, she
Oh,
developed it somehow in like
they're
senior
probably like
year.
nervous ticks or something.
Yeah, but
Nervous ticks.
I
Yeah.
can't remember what it's specifically called. I got all the respect in the world for those people, but you know, I mean, physically, I just can't deal with that. I mean, I could deal with it,
Right.
but like if I'm in public somewhere, I couldn't.
See, I mean, personally, I feel like yeah, I'm not adapted to that. Um, I just don't think it'd work out. They probably wouldn't feel like comfortable in the relationship because of how I am towards that kind of behavior. But see, another thing is, I feel like I could develop over time to be okay with that. It's just personally, I don't have that preference. Like, I couldn't be with someone who has that either. I'm the same way.
I mean, yeah, honestly, I just I couldn't handle the embarrassment. I just feel embarrassed, and I feel bad for them that they're like that. And I'm not trying to shame people who have or anything. I know it's serious. I know how bad it is. I know how hard their life is every day, and they can't control it. But I can't handle embarrassment. So they say one thing, one of their tics are like, I don't know, I can't think of anything right now. One of their
Something
tics,
crazy.
yeah, one of their tics is just them yelling "slap my ass" or something, and we're in like the middle of a Target or something. I'm like, I can't do this. I don't know.
Right, that'd be really embarrassing. Like that's something you'd have to get used to. And I mean, if you're just kind of hopping into the relationship, not attracted to someone like that and not adapted to someone like that, then it's obviously not going to work out and the relationship's not going to last. So I think it's really better if you have a preference. So you're not just dating anybody and forcing yourself to be with them. Because honestly, it's not going to work out in the end if you're not attracted to them. So it's
Yeah,
better off to establish preferences, in my opinion.
and like the mental health preference, it's such a hard thing to deal with. Like you're dealing with your own, and then like you got a partner that also has it bad. I mean that's
Mm,
pretty rough. Like I
exactly.
mean I have autism, but like just barely, right? So
Mm,
I mean me dealing with somebody who has the I can't think of it. I still don't know what that's called. I used to know, but I can't think of it. But if I have like with someone that has the tics, that would
mm,
like cancel me out or whatever. Like I mean I don't know.
mm,
I'm not even sure how my like own autism works because
mm. Yeah.
I don't know. So you're combating the two things. I just could not I just could not deal with it, and that's just unfortunate in my mind.
Yeah, I mean, there's just some things that some people can deal with, and some things that other people can't deal with. Like, I don't think it's really wrong to not want to be with someone that you know is not going to work out. Um, so yeah, like, yeah, I definitely get that. Like, although I don't have anything technically that would prevent me from, you know, not being with someone who has tics, it's just I don't think personally it would work out. Like, I just couldn't see it working out.
It's Tourette's. Okay.
Tourette's, there you go.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, Tourette's is. I see that or schizophrenia is the worst example.
Ooh, schizophrenia.
We gotta do a whole podcast on like all those different kinds of
Mental
mental health disorders.
dis. Yeah, yeah.
That would be a really interesting one for later down the road. Man, preference. Who would have thought that that's like such a deep topic?
Bro, I think it's very deep, low key, because like it's there's so many different ways you can have a preference, right? Like, and there's so many different preferences. So it's like definitely a very deep topic for sure because it just all depends on what the preference is.
I mean, we
But
didn't
I don't think
even.
we kind of established our preferences. Like I don't. I think I said I'm open to everything, but I think there's like obviously like a type that we're specifically attracted to. Like if we see this type, we're just, or did we say Hispanics? I think we both said
Yeah,
Hispanics.
yeah. I'd say like a
Yeah,
Hispanic. Height anywhere from like 5 foot to
height.
six
Yeah,
foot. I guess.
height is also a very controversial one,
Yeah.
as well as weight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I again. I don't want weight to bother me, but it just does. Like,
mm,
I had 3 people swipe right on me on Bumble, and I'm just like, I just like, I wish I could say yes, but I just can't.
yeah. They're ways to know it.
And again, it's unfortunate to say, and we're like probably gonna be canceled for this. So I'll be like driven off the internet or something, and like 30 years from now, like some wrestling company is gonna see this and be like, "Oh, how dare you have preference?" I'm like, "Well, I'm
Oh
sorry,
snap,
I
dude.
don't want to be this way, guys. It's not my fault."
Exactly. I mean that's the crazy part about it. It's not even something like you. One is see that's another thing. One is a choice. Like the type of preference, quote unquote, that you should get canceled for is one that's an obvious choice, right? But a preference, in my opinion, I think is something that you can't really help. It's just what you're naturally attracted to. Um, and that can change too, what you're attracted to, in terms of like preference. But I think that's not something you should be canceled for because it's not something that you can help in that moment. That's just how you feel. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't stand girls that don't like guys because they're too short.
oh, ah, and I know you had an experience with that, right? Uh,
Did I? I can't remember.
yeah, I think it was with some girl on Snapchat,
Oh, it was
and
with
she went to,
Paper Towel. I can't remember who was Paper Towel and who was Christmas Robin.
I don't know what her name was.
Paper Towel, the
She
blonde
came up,
one, I think.
no, not that one. It
Oh.
was like, yeah, you guys were talking on Snap, and then you were supposed to meet up,
Oh yeah,
and
that one,
then,
that one, that one. Okay.
uh,
Yeah, her.
cold-hearted, yeah.
Oh God. Well, no, she didn't. She wanted to meet up, and then she said I was. She said I was too tall,
Mm,
which is something I've never been told in my life. For
too tall.
the listeners of this podcast, I'm 5'5". All right,
Mm.
I'm not even 6 foot tall. I am 5'5". I'm not 5'10". I'm not 5'9". I'm 5'5". Now tell me how
Well,
that's
you know
too
what's
tall.
crazy? Well, I don't even know how many like tall guys experience this. Like, cause NBA players, they obviously don't have a problem getting women, but they also have money, so I don't think that really counts. But I don't know. There's probably some dudes who are like, cause they're like 7'2". They probably get the "you're too tall for me." But honestly, I don't even know. I don't know that many tall people. But yeah, it must be weird getting that kind of rejection.
I mean, hey, you get a 7'2" guy and a 4'10" girl. I mean, it's like
Oh no.
that's some walk up head there.
Honestly, I'd be pretty angry at anybody who decides to be with someone who's 7'2" and they're 4'10". Like that makes no sense.
I mean, hey, maybe he
Like you
wants.
guys can't even have a relationship. Like he's all the way up there, you're all the way down there. Like it doesn't make sense.
Maybe he's into
They
that.
can't even interact with each other. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly that's he needs to be on a watch list. Honestly, if he's interested in that. To be honest,
He needs to be on a watch
that's
list.
bro,
Oh my
that's
god.
weird. It
Yeah,
just
you got
doesn't.
this. You got this 7'2" guy and this 4'10" girl, and he needs to be on a watch list.
Little girl, big man.
Oh my god. Imagine the other way around.
Oh wait, that just made me think of something. You know that
What?
there's like a TV show. It's like a midget like mom and like a normal sized husband.
Oh,
Yeah, like it's the weirdest thing.
that would be interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, that's for sure.
I don't see many midgets these days.
I can't tell you the last time I saw a midget. I mean,
Yeah,
midgets vary in looks though, so you probably have seen a midget. They just didn't look like a midget,
last one I
if
saw
that
was
makes sense.
Hornswoggle.
Or it's- but in real life though,
In real
like
life,
I
I don't
can't.
know.
I've seen some short people, but I've never really seen a midget.
Yeah, I'm not even really sure it classifies as one. Cause like, I mean, there's people that are like
Yeah,
4'10", like I said, but that I don't know.
right.
I think you have to be
I think you have
like
to be yeah.
under 4 foot.
Uh,
I
yeah, I
think.
mean, if you're under 4 foot, you look like a child. But see, midgets, they don't look like children because they have like, features that make them look like older, but,
And
you
beards.
know, yeah, like beards like, and stuff like that, big heads, but babies have big heads. It's just they have big heads in a different way.
I mean,
It's weird. I don't know.
you're gonna get yourself canceled.
Yeah, let me chill out. Yeah, I can't just, yeah, anyways, not,
Oh,
not what I meant.
the cancel cast.
You know what's so crazy? I was just, like, I've been hearing about it before. Like, it's crazy how people get canceled for stuff that we probably all say in our day-to-day lives without thinking twice about because, we're not social media influencers, so we don't really think twice about what we say. We just kind of talk. Uh, So I think we have to give them, like, especially people who are new to social media or being a social media influencer, we have to give them the benefit of the doubt because, like, they're kind of new to being an influencer, so they don't really know what to say and what not to say. But also at the same time, there's some things that they're saying that shouldn't be accepted regardless.
Yeah.
And that's what they should be canceled for. But if it's like they slip up and, they have like a wrong opinion, you know, according to like what might be socially correct, I don't know.
I mean, I feel like saying the N word or, like saying you want
Yeah,
to have
like
sex
that.
with children, that's kind of a problem.
Oh, yeah, that's some stuff you can't justify.
That stuff has happened.
Yeah.
I mean, R. Kelly, we all know about R. Kelly.
Mm.
R. Kelly taking a piss on some children.
I don't even understand how that happened.
I
So
don't know.
he was dating her, or
I thought it was a group of children.
wait, have we talked about cancel culture? Like, have we made an episode on that?
Yeah.
Oh, we did?
Yep.
Oh, it's crazy. I still have so much I could say about that culture. All right,
Yeah, when we run ourselves into the ground.
right, yeah.
Oh,
It starts
man.
talking about cancel culture, get canceled ourselves. Yeah, maybe we should stop while we're ahead.
Yeah,
So we
we
don't
should.
get canceled.
Yeah, we should back it way up. Take several steps back. All right. Well,
All right.
we have said many things here today. I feel like there's something else I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was. Uh, I gotta think about that. Huh. I just don't know. It just is not coming to me right now. It could have been anything. It could have been important. Who knows? I tell you.
Yeah.
I mean, what a life I've been living. What a life
But
I've been
see,
living.
now you got to be worried because if there's a lot of stuff happening all at once, because that's what happened last time. A lot of stuff was happening all at once and just kept happening and happening. So hopefully it's not a repeat of that.
Oh,
But
you're telling me. Oh,
yeah.
I remember what I was
So
gonna say now. You hear that Kanye West changed his name to Ye?
he did.
Yes.
Oh,
He has no last name anymore. His name is just now Ye.
I mean that makes a lot more sense. I saw someone. It's weird because Kanye West, he's always gone by that as a nickname, but I didn't think he was gonna change his name to just. I mean, he doesn't even have a last name anymore, bro. That's mad weird. But
And Kim
I
Kardashian
mean,
left him, and he just
I don't know, man.
just
He's
fell
been
apart.
going through it. Like, I think the dude also lives in a stadium now. Like, I don't even know what's up with him.
how does he live in a stadium?
I couldn't tell you.
We
I
gotta get
just heard it.
Kanye
I don't
West on
even
the
know.
podcast.
I don't even know, man. I mean, if we could go over to the stadium, we could probably get a hold of him because he's literally just living in a stadium apparently. So if you can somehow get inside that stadium, then
Yeah.
it'd be real easy to talk to him. He's just probably chilling in the locker room. So
I'm like, hey, what's up, Ye? You want to be on our podcast?
yeah,
What's up, Ye? There's somebody with the Twitter handle Ye, and I'm telling you, they're gonna make a lot of money. Because
oh.
Kanye is totally gonna pay.
No, Kanye's probably gonna sue them or try to get the name or something like that.
I think he's gonna offer him money for it.
He honestly might. Wait, hold on. Why did Kim leave Kanye?
I mean,
Weren't they just together?
there's a lot of reasons, I mean,
Oh,
his name is Ye now. I mean, that's one of them.
wait, did that happen before or after she?
His name just became Ye yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah, this is a recent
whoa,
development about Ye.
wow. Okay,
You hear that new Donda
interesting.
album from Ye?
Oh, I definitely have.
Uh,
Bro, that album. Oh my gosh.
I heard the new
And
Drake
have you
album.
seen the performance?
Well, I've not seen the performance. No,
It's weird.
I listened to the new Drake album. It is
Yeah.
awful. It is
I mean,
awful.
I think it's all right. Like, my favorite song is probably a song that it's called "Way Too Sexy."
Hmm.
I don't know if you heard that song.
I
That's definitely the best song.
I heard the whole album. I know there's one that I
Yeah.
liked. That might have been it.
How'd it go? Like, what was it? What was it about?
I can't remember for the life of me.
I mean, there is one called "Girls Like Girls." I thought that one was good too, specifically because he just said the weirdest bars in that song. But they were like, it had like a catchy tune to it as well. Like, I mean,
Well,
I don't know.
the album cover. I mean,
You know what we got to do too? We could also do that. You know, I don't know if anyone's interested in that, but like when these albums come out, we could review them
oh
and
yeah.
talk about them. That'd be interesting. But I mean, that's if anyone's interested in that.
Who's dropping an
I'd be
album
down to
next?
do it. Uh, I don't even know, man.
Fuck, isn't Travis Scott supposed to?
Oh, hopefully. I mean, he hasn't dropped one in a while, so I believe it.
Well, you've heard it here, folks. We're gonna get canceled while listening to Travis Scott. That's how that's gonna go. Well,
Hey, man.
yeah. Hey, it's not a bad way to go down. Not a bad way to go down.
Sure isn't.
But well, I think it's time that we wrap this thing up. Yeah, you can find XAM Talk anywhere except Apple Podcasts. I don't know how many times I got to keep saying that until they do something about it. But I want this on Apple Podcasts.
It's at a point where I don't think they care.
Yeah, Apple.
Like, see, this is why I'm done. I'm actually done with iPhones. I don't know if I told you this, but I'm actually done with iPhones and probably Apple in general.
Oh, this is breaking news.
Yeah, stuff is horrible.
Yeah,
it breaks all the time. They don't even have XAM Talk on their platform.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I mean,
That's
for
why
what
Apple
reason
sucks.
should I keep? Exactly. That's like the main reason.
Oh,
that's
man.
my 13th reason. That's my final reason.
Oh man, the 13th reason. I gotta make a 13 Reasons Why parody eventually on Xan Zone Productions. But nonetheless, let's wrap this thing up. Yeah, you can't find us on Apple. You can find us on Spotify, Google Podcast, whatever the 90 other things are. You can find us there. Yeah. Ow, that hurt. Whatever that was.
Oh my bad. It was that loud?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It sounded like it was right in the mic. But yeah, Oh, this is so this is going so wrong so fast. Yeah, you can find us everywhere except Apple Podcasts and whatnot. What?
Never mind.
Okay.
Right, I'll just
Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, we're just gonna go. We're gonna exit stage left. Bye, everybody.
All right. Peace.